Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part, and welcome to today's video. It's all about Christmas decor style. So maybe you're decorating this year and you don't know what style you want to do, you want to change it up, maybe you don't know your style and you're just interested on learning more. I'm going to be helping you out in today's video. So if you're new here, go ahead and click that red subscribe button down below. Check the notification bell so anytime I post a new video, you'll be notified. I do post 2 new videos every single week, and I'd love to have you here. But now let's go ahead and jump straight into today's video. So I have notes in my hand just in case you guys see me looking down, but I feel like this is one of those videos, it's really hard to start because there's so many decor styles, there's so many ways to decorate. So I'm gonna try to simplify it the best that I can, but also keep in mind there is no wrong way to decorate your home for Christmas. It's your home, do it the way you love it. There's no wrong time to decorate for Christmas. So for me, I decorate the beginning of November, but I take it down Christmas Day, and I know people think I'm crazy, but we've always done that, even before I had a YouTube channel. So definitely just do what works best for your household and your home and what makes you happy. Okay, so I feel like the first thing we need to address is the way you can decorate. So obviously with everything I'm saying, there's gonna be like a common ground in the middle, but typically with Christmas decorating, you go over the top or you go minimal. So like I said, you can go somewhere in between, but typically with these styles I'm talking about, there's gonna be a way that you would lean if you're going to the traditional way of decorating in that style. I will say you can always decorate with more than one style. Like typically when you're decorating your house or even with Christmas, you combine a few different styles to make it work because that's what like personalizes it to you. So just keep that all in mind. Okay, so the first Christmas decor style we're going to talk about is glam. And personally for me, I feel like when you see glam, it leans more to that over the top stuff. So this is where I wrote down. Normally, there's a lot of like shiny, glittery, pearls, feathers. With silver or gold. I feel like when I first think of like glam, I think of like silvers and winter wonderland and kind of that stuff, like glitter and whites and furs, and that's a really cool way to decorate. But I feel like we've also progressed and we're seeing a lot more gold, so you may see a more like minimal gold Christmas. Out in stores, I even saw a mixture. I love mixing silver and gold. I know there's like a generation or a group of people that does not like mixing it, so you don't have to, but I personally loved it. It was just more simple. It was mixing silver and gold. It seemed very classic. So when it comes to glam, there are different ways, but I feel like the typical way is the like glitter and feather and furs, and it's a little over the top, but it's gorgeous. So another one that can kind of get mixed in with glam is like the luxe vibe, the luxurious, but this one tends to be a little more high end. Like you have the furs, but they're not as white. They have like the browns or the creams in them. I feel like in this style, you're using more of the gold. Let me see what I wrote down for it. So it's more minimal. It's more about textures. It's high end looking. You have less out. I feel like glam, you go a little more towards over the top. I feel like with the luxe vibe, you go more minimal. It's almost more of like a wintry vibe. Like if you took the trees down, you could leave the other pieces up and it would just pull that like winter decor vibe. You could leave it up for the rest of the time of winter until you decorated for spring. A lot of the times you don't even put stuff on your trees, kind of like this one back here. I think a good pre-lit tree with nothing on it is gorgeous to me. It's just simple, it's modern. Last year I did like a forest theme, and so I had a ton of trees in my house, but I didn't decorate any of them. They just had the pre-lit lights. Another cool way just to make that a little bit fancier or just like less boring is this one's like actually on a spinner, so it's turning. Yeah, I was making sure I had turned it on. So it's actually turning, so it gives it a little bit of interest, but I'm telling you, at night when it gets dark in here and it's just a simple tree, I absolutely love it. Another really common like Christmas decorating style, I feel like, at least in my area, hopefully yours too, is the farmhouse. So all of these you can kind of see there's pieces you could put in all of these, or you could mix them. But with farmhouse, I feel like it goes a little more rustic. So you're gonna see some rustic woods. I feel like you're gonna see like buffalo plaid. You're gonna see a red and black plaid. It just kind of pulls those vibes more. I wanna see what I wrote down. So I wrote down rustic, blacks, reds, and wood elements. So you see more like reindeer, like wood reindeer and kind of items like that. So I feel like the farmhouse vibe goes a little more traditional sometimes, a little more relaxed. Like it would be kind of hard to mix like a farmhouse with a glam. You could, but I feel like it would be a little bit harder, where I feel like you could mix like a luxe with a glam really easily. So it's just kind of figuring out what your style is, maybe other people in your home, and seeing how you could make that work. Now, could you add a glam in with the farmhouse? Definitely. Like, especially adding like furs and stuff like that, I feel like it's just a really easy way to do that. The next style we're going to talk about is a themed Christmas. So this is going to go across the board. This is typically like the over the top. Like if you pick a theme, I feel like you typically go all in. So whatever that theme is for you. I've seen like the beach theme where there's, you know, all beachy items. I've seen it with like nutcrackers, like the candy cane theme, or any type of candy, like lollipops. You could do like the Candyland theme. Let me see what else I wrote down. There was so many when I was walking through this stores this year. feel like when you have a theme, you typically go all in. I like to even call it like Santa's workshop. I love when I see people decorating like that. And Kendra, I'm talking to you if you're watching. I see pictures of people I follow and you just walk in and it's like Santa's workshop. It's magical. So like they're over the top. They're decorating like bathrooms and kitchens and hand towels. Like they're literally replacing like shower curtains and sheets and bedding, and I love it. Like when you go into houses like that, I'm like, where do they store this all year? It's amazing. I can't even imagine the hours they put in decorating. So that's a really cool theme in itself. Typically it is like what I call Santa's workshop or like Santa, but it also goes into those other themed elements. So whatever that theme is for you, I feel like they lean towards the over the top. They're beautiful, they're magical, but definitely in my house, I go more the minimal approach, but I think those are gorgeous too.
Everybody smiling while we decorate the tree. If I could, I wish for you to spend Christmas here with me. Tell me, can you feel it? There is love in the air. No more feeling lonely or in despair. We give out the presents, they keep coming back for more. No one should be sad or left alone. Nothing matters more than
Another theme, which probably should have been the first theme that I should have talked about in today's video, is the traditional theme. So I feel like the traditional theme is like red and green and bells and reindeer. You may even have a Santa Claus in there, but I feel like these are like bright reds and bright greens.
Christmas is the time to leave your ego out the door. Everybody smiling while we dance around the floor. If I could, I wish for you to spend Christmas here. Christmas is the time to set your mind and spirit free. Everybody smiling while we decorate the tree. If I could, I wish for you to spend Christmas here with me.
So this year, Savannah requested a traditional Christmas, which is really hard for me because in my house, if you can tell, I don't love color. I do a lot of neutrals. I really wanted like a luxe vibe when it came to Christmas. So I was like, what about if we incorporate both of them? And so our house is a perfect example of putting together two styles, maybe even three if you call glam in there. There's like subtle touches of it, but basically I took the red and green, but I elevated it. So when you see a red and green, it's typically a deeper red. It's a deeper green. The pillows and the blankets on my sofa are more like high-end fabric. So my pillows are red velvet. So they're not this bright red, they're a deep red and they're in velvet. You know, when you have a green in my house, it's more of like a hunter green. So it was just a really cool way to pull both of those together and it really did work. I feel like we also have like a little vintage in there because we did use bells, but we didn't use the traditional bells. We kind of used the new ones that are out this year that look very vintage even though they're not. So like I said, when it comes to Christmas, you kind of tie in a lot of styles into your house, especially if you're working with what you have. So you guys probably have several tubs worth of Christmas in your attic or basements or closets just like we do, and you try to mix those items in so you don't have to buy new every single year. And so that's what we've done. This year I did have to buy a little bit more just because I didn't really have color, but it was just a really fun way to like pull both of those styles together.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to laugh and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun.
So while we're talking about like themed Christmas decor and trees, that's what we did in our movie room this year. I wanted it to kind of be like a movie theater style, so we did big red bulbs on it. We added a few gold ones because it kind of felt like popcorn, and then from Hobby Lobby we grabbed like garland that looked like popcorn, and then I actually had popcorn containers that we were using in our movie room. Like I just had extra for like when people wanted to share popcorn, and we added those to the tree. So when you're decorating for Christmas, especially on a theme, think outside the box. It doesn't have to be Christmas decor. It can be items in your house.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
So when Savannah was growing up and was into like LOL dolls, we put LOL dolls all on her tree. I remember one year she was really big into JoJo, and so her tree was nothing but all her big hair bows. I'm trying to think of like all the other ones we've done. We've done like Beanie Babies. So especially when you're working on like a kid's space or even your own, think outside the box. Maybe you love jewelry. Maybe you have a ton of bracelets. Like you could have a cute little tree in your bathroom or in your bedroom, and you can hang it all over them. And if you need to wear it that day, you just take it off and put it on. So I don't want you to get so stuck into that you have to go to the store and buy these very specific things. You can use items in your house that you love to decorate the space, especially your like personal spaces. You may not do that in a living room, but it's really fun for like a closet or a bedroom or something like that. Okay, so here's some key points. If you're gonna be decorating or you haven't yet, first decide like, do you wanna be minimal or do you wanna be over the top or do you wanna be somewhere in between? Kind of get that thought process in your head. Maybe you're on a really tight budget this year, so look at what you have. Like maybe you don't want to use them the same way you have the previous years, but kind of look at what you have so you know like, oh, if I just add this one element in, I can completely tweak it. Like if you have a lot of farmhouse items, maybe you have some blacks and rustic pieces in there, you could very easily turn that into like a boho tree, so it's a little more trendy, it's a little more up to date. Take out the colors, so take out the red, take out the plaid, but just by having like the yarn balls or, you know, like anything that's natural in there, or creams and the blacks, stuff like that, it's gonna lean boho, so you can definitely take those styles and kind of switch them around using what you have, and then maybe you just have to buy one more product or element or something to tie into it to kind of bring it all together. But I never want you to feel like you have to completely start all over, because you don't. So for me personally, I love the Luxe vibe because I can buy new pieces for Christmas and then I can continue to use them after Christmas. So I bought a little bit nicer blankets this year, and they were the fur blanket. They were still like under 50 bucks, but it's one of those blankets that even once I put up my Christmas tree, they still look really nice out. I can use them all winter long. I can even go into the spring and stuff with them if I want to tuck them away but pull them out. So I think that's why I lean towards the minimal. It saves me money. I'm not buying a lot of items, and then the items I am buying, I can typically use afterwards. Like I can take the Christmas tree down and leave like my nice fur blanket here, and I don't have to take that away, versus if I had bought like a red blanket with reindeer. If you love that, buy it, but if you don't and you're wanting to save money, even though it looks luxe and it looks high-end, I'm probably gonna get more bang for my buck on this blanket than you will like a cheaper reindeer blanket that you can only have out a few months of the year. So definitely just keep that in mind when you're going forward. It kind of allows you to spend a little bit more money on your pieces pieces, knowing you're going to use it for a lot longer throughout the year than just like for a few weeks or a month or a couple months, or you know, however long you keep your Christmas up. Okay guys, I want to know what your style is. I want to know if you're over the top or minimal, and then if you know what theme you're going to go with this year, definitely leave it down below in the comments section. And I know there's like hundreds of themes we could go into. I could probably talk here for an hour, but these are just kind of the main ones. It kind of breaks it down so it makes it a little more simple. There's glam, there's luxe, there's traditional, there's farmhouse, which can even go boho, and then there's that going all in with a theme, and that theme can be anything you like. Like I mentioned, there's like the nutcracker theme, there's the candy theme. So if you go into like an at-home, each aisle is a completely different theme. Find the one you want and go all in. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it helped you narrow down just a little bit if you're trying to decide what theme you're gonna go with, or what style, or how you're gonna decorate. I just hope you got something from it. It kind of feels all over the place, but sometimes when you're Christmas decorating, that's how it is. But definitely hope you got something from it. My next video is actually gonna be Friday, so I have a bonus video coming out this week. So that's gonna be my third video of the week. It's going to be an Amazon video because they're about to start a big sale. So definitely make sure you don't miss out on my Friday video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.